Hey everyone. I'm finally getting around to doing that commentary during training that you guys were requesting. I'm almost 208. Um, Trainings get a little bit, probably a little bit slower now after 205, but I'm just training on 1x at the moment. I'm training on 2x after midnight, so I've got my family buffs back again. But yeah, I haven't been training that much recently. I only trained last night, so I was 207 before the weekend. So yeah, I think the last time I trained was last Wednesday night. So yeah, it was a while ago. I've just been busy with work and everything like that, so I haven't had the time to train. I don't generally tend to do any training on days that I work. It's just more days that I've got a lot of time because I need over 2x card to level nowadays. During the 2x events it was good last week because I could get a level within a 2x card, and I actually got 2 levels in a day sometimes. So that wasn't too bad either. But training here is pretty fun. I prefer it to LHC or Hall of Honor. Really, because you don't have to glitch the map to get good spawn. You just have to keep remembering to move around to new areas of the map to get good groupings. So generally, if the pack isn't big enough, I'll attack them all and then run up and start attacking somewhere else, so they'll all drift to one side, and then I can drop down after that, and there'll be a big mob. In terms of damage I take, it really depends. If I roll defense as well to increase a bit of ranges between 3k, as you can see there, and 7k. I get a couple of guards as well every once in a while, so my avoidability isn't too bad. I've got the perma safety charm, so if I die it doesn't really matter. Not the perma one they've just come out with that lasts a week or whatever that stupid thing is. I got the perma one a while back when I was training on the Buccaneer. I think it was something like 12k an X or something like that. Probably the best thing I've ever bought. That's been of good value that I've just continually used. But yeah, it's I don't mind this training. Some people don't understand how I do it, and say that I should slow down and everything. But really, all you have to do is get a good TV show going. Have HS there. The safety spot works pretty well. The only thing that's annoying about it is when you get on a flying mount and you go up the top, it gets rid of your pet, so there's just another thing you've got to put out. And if you forget to put your pet out, after a while you jump down, attack for a little bit, and if you don't watch HP, you'll be dead. So it's not so bad. So the annoying thing is just you can't have any leeches. My other computer just disconnected. The party bonus, there is some sort of party bonus I think, but it's not that good. You have to kill really quickly for it to be beneficial, and that's something that, I kill quick enough to get good EXP, but I don't kill quick enough to justify having more people in my party, so my bishop's always out of the party. And so it's really not so bad. It just reminds me of training before LHC, where you'll just have the bishop in the map with you, and you just always have to remember to HS and move it out of the party. So compared to what I've been hearing, how it is training up from 1 to 200, I'm glad that I don't plan on making another character to 200. So it's one of the benefits. I just prefer to work on this steadily as I go. Like, I'm not in any means racing to be the first 250. There's no way that this thing could be the first 250 with all the characters that compete with it in terms of training. I wouldn't mind being one of the first Corsairs or Pirates up there, but getting to 250, I'm not even sure that I'd be able to do it. They'll have to come out with some new areas, because this area, while it's good, I don't see it being the training area for the long run. They'll have to come out with somewhere else, some new content. I know they've just come out with this place too, but it's there's got to be something better. Because I know they've changed they've nerfed a lot of areas, and this is actually good compared to some of what they've done to some of the other areas. But there's extreme, and then there's just because at the moment on 2x, I think, well, put it this way, on 1x I've been training for almost an hour because I was on 92% when I finished training last night. It was late, I didn't feel like doing any more. I went to the end of my card, but I just couldn't be bothered staying around for another hour to level, because I'm on about 15 to 16% per hour on 2x, so 8% an hour on 1x. And yeah, it's you just have to be focused, that's it. It's not, it just reminds me of training in the old days, so it's nothing new to me. I'm actually glad that they've done this, so it's a little bit more challenging, rather than it was ridiculous how many people were getting 200 just easily, just by leeching or not training that much just to get it. So it's good in a way that they've made it more challenging for people. You've actually got to pay attention to it, spend more time on it, actually be dedicated. So yeah, it works for me. But again, a lot of people don't have the time to sit down and train for 4 hours every day or every couple of days. So that's one of the downsides. So I guess that's where the negatives really come in for some people. But I just find like I don't do it every day. People ask me do I just train all day, how I've got, because I'm the highest in the alliance at the moment, and people ask me do I train just all day, and I'm like, well, no, I really don't. So it's I just find times where I know that I'll have a solid 4 hours of nothing else that I need to do, so that I can just sit down and relax and do this. I actually find it pretty relaxing to do, because it's long and repetitive, but in no way difficult. So it's just attack the mob, attack the mob, attack the mob. So as long as you don't go crazy doing it, it's fine. So right now my goal is to get to 210. I'm just setting myself mini goals. Like, I'm not going, let's go to 250. You've got to have mini milestones on the way, just to satisfy your needs as you go along. So like, my first goal was to get to 201, and after I did that, 205, and now 210. I should get 210 maybe by the end of the week. Just depends when I can train. I'll get to 209 tomorrow. So it's just all about taking your time, planning it out, and just making sure you're not doing anything to hinder yourself. Like, I find sometimes when I'm not paying attention, if I've been training for a while, I might just forget and have my bishop in the party, and you can tell when you've got someone else in your party, because the EXP just halves and just slows down, because like I just tend to watch the EXP bar as well. So I've got a set amount that I want to get per HS, and if I don't, then I push myself more. So like, on 1x I'm aiming for about 0.4 to 0.5% per HS. So 0.5% each time. On 2x I'm aiming for at least 0.8 or 1% completely per HS. So it's just setting stuff like that to make sure that I'm keeping on schedule, so keeping on track. And like, I know it's going to slow down. Like, it was when I first started here, it was 2% every HS on at level 200, and I think I haven't looked at the actual EXP curve. I don't think I want to, because that would really play on my mind, just seeing how much it it goes up. So yeah, because Steve's explained to me what it looks like, and he put an image for me to look at, and I didn't want to look at it, so I didn't. But I think at 210 it's going to go up again, and yeah, it'll be grueling. So I'm happy that, well, to get over 50% per 4 hours of training, so that's fine. So that, just know that every second time you train, you'll level. So there's a motivational factor in there. There's no way that I'd really do a solid 8 hours of training, one card after another, unless it was a 2x event where it was actually really worth it. So yeah, the real trick with this is just not burning out, I feel. So all those people who just like hit the ground running and wanted to level, you'll just burn yourself out. So just take your time. It's not gonna be like all the other races to 200 where it'll be done in 2 days. So it's gonna take a while to get the first 250 and everything like that. So it's an endurance race then. So you've got to just pace yourself, and that's exactly what I'm doing. So I haven't actually stated that I'm going for 250. I'm just going for whatever I can go for until I can't anymore. So it's not like I've set myself a deadline for when I need to get 250. It's just, let's just see what I can do. That's really what I did with the first 200 I got, and that's what I did when I just wanted to see how many 200s I could get until I got bored of it. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing now. So yeah, I saw someone asking, did I get the Ghost Ship Exorcist badge? I did. Have I cubed it yet? No. Am I going to cube it? Yes. When there's another cubing sale out. I'm not going to be cubing unless there's a cubing sale nowadays. I just don't feel like spending the money anymore because there's not that great of a return on it. I've still got old gear that I haven't been able to sell. I haven't been advertising them that much, but there's just, I really don't feel like spending like absolutely tons of money on this where there's really no return. I don't regret spending the money because as I'm training right now, thanks to that money that I spent over the past year or 2 years upgrading this gear, it's been worth it because I'm able to train like this, and it really helped. So because I remember before, like when this thing was just sitting at 200 and they hadn't raised the level cap yet, and I was just thinking, wow, I just because I just didn't feel like playing this character anymore because I didn't feel I could do anything else on it, and I knew that everything was coming to change, but I was just thinking, do I really want that? And I was thinking, I feel like I've wasted so much money on this character where the gear's just, I could use it for something else, but there's just no motivation to do it. And then this happened and I started training, and now I actually feel satisfied like with what I've done. So yeah, again, what I was saying about that badge, I will get around to cubing it. I will get around to scrolling my Tyrant gear as well. That's something. Yeah, so I will get around to scrolling my Tyrant gear as well. With all the goodness scrolls that I'm getting from the hot time. I've got about 4 or 5 of them now, I think. I threw a goodness scroll on that badge just to free up some space, and it added 4 attack to it, so I was happy with that. I wouldn't mind getting it to 10 attack with that hammered slot or over, just to have some nice attack on it. But yeah, my Tyrant gear is locked for another week, I think, and then I'll chuck some scrolls on it, or wait for something good to come out to help with the upgrading, and then yeah, we'll go on from there. So yeah, it's that's really just what the plan is. I'm not going to be spending outrageous amounts of money like I did in the past, each week. So yeah, it's just there's other things I need to spend money on now, in real life rather than just this game. There's more than just this game. So I'm happy to keep training because it's something that I'm enjoying at the moment, and yeah, So what you guys probably picked up before was I'm not making another level 200, so I'm not going to make a Xenon to level 200. I'm just going to make it to 120 for the buff and then stop playing it, because I'm just not interested in doing that all over again. I just prefer to focus on this character. Yeah, obviously that's why I'm training it. And yeah, so I'll leave it to everyone else to make their Xenons and do what they want to do. So yeah, yay, level 208. So yeah, that's all from me. I'll probably come out with a few more bossing videos and training in a little while. I'll do like a special 210 video. And yeah, okay, see you guys later. Thanks for watching.